Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I am back here with, yes, your grace, and we are going to dive in where we left off. We ended up winning the battle against Rodovia, and we found out that there was more to the game than meets the eye. So, wait, why do I have so much stuff? Because I don't have an army anymore to pay for? Yeah, that could actually be a good reason. Okay. I should probably unlock the stables. Sure, why not? And, save and continue. Grivno, week 31. Alright, Audrey wants to talk to us. We were extremely lucky to win that battle. We have lost most of our men. If not for that avalanche, we would have certainly been defeated. I know, we must really be in the gods' favor. And we need to focus on strengthening our army. I don't know if I'd ever forgive myself if this castle was destroyed. What are we going to do about Ivo, your grace? I don't know yet. Eric, King of Davern, I thought justice would find you through Rodovia's hands, but I suppose I will need to step in. You didn't think that I would believe your alleged proof that you did not murder my father. Truly, it seems to me that you have sentenced an innocent person to death. How does that make you feel? I saw through your lies, Eric. You would not only kill someone for your own wrongdoing, but I see that you also perform evil occult practices. You always have a dirty trick up your sleeve, don't you, Eric? I suppose witchcraft is a perfect fit for a deceiver like you. Falling mountains right where you need them? There's no explanation for this other than magic. Is this how you poisoned my father? Magic like this is dangerous, and it must be banished. There's only one way to set things right. Davern needs to be purged of all witchcraft, starting from your throne room. I will remove all things diabolical from this world. The truth will come out. You will pay for your sins, Ivo, the king of Atana. Right. Has he lost his mind? Evil tricks? The collapsing mountains were nothing but sheer luck at a dreadful time. Your Grace, Ivo promised us 3,000 men. We won't last long if he comes to our gates with an army this large. We must call the king's summit. Other kings won't want to help us, but we must try. I will make the necessary arrangements, Your Grace. This is hardly an end, Your Grace. If we're under siege, we better stock up on supplies. We should aim for at least 5 large crates of supplies. Okay, 5 new thing! What is a large crate of supplies? The weekly summary will have all the necessary information. It will be best to set aside whatever we can at the end of each week. Alright, Via. Your Grace. Have I changed my mind? Maybe? Sure. Do as you please, but you can spare me the details. Fantastic. I'll take it slow, make sure he knows I'm there. Oh, one more thing, Your Grace. My deal is off the table if you ever help any of these dogs. Make no mistake about that. Aye, Your Grace. Alright, I should have her men now, right? And It doesn't seem so. Your Grace, it seems Babushka has given up for now. The village have been cleared, and the strange writing and chicken legs are gone too. Her crows are still dancing in the sky, though. She's still out there somewhere, but she can't do much without her men. Thank you very much for your help, Your Grace. I don't know what we would do without you. You are welcome. I'm happy to hear our villages are safe again. This was a difficult time for all of us. Lady Lena, what does she want? Yes, it's time for the wedding, isn't it? I will keep my word, don't worry. There won't be any wedding, Weeps. My son, he overdosed on oracle dust. I found him lying in his bed, all covered in spit, vomit, and blood. This poison is spreading like a plague. I don't know what to say. Everything was set up, everything ready. Just had to wait until the battle, didn't you? If I hadn't prepared for the battle, it's possible that there would now be no Davern at all. Perhaps that your daughter would most likely have survived to marry my son. Now I have nothing left. I hope you will never have to live through your child's death. I'm sorry, Eric, I won't be able to support your kingdom anymore. I need to focus on myself. Alrighty then. Here's Torlando. Your Grace, it is? Torlando the Wonderful. Is your witch ready to come with me? Oh, bugger. Fine, she's ready. Perfecto. The witch is going to make all the difference. Thank you, Your Grace. And now the peasants that come to take my stuff. Can't I just dismiss you without hearing from you? Go away. I don't want you here. Your Grace, I went outside to get some carrots from the pantry. I get back and all my pots, pans, jugs, cutlery, and mugs are smashed. I can't even leave the kitchen for 1 second. This is the doing of some imp. Oh, I'm sure. I tried to lure him out with some onions, but he's a clever little fella. The worst part, it hasn't happened just once. Every time I go out, I come back to a devastated kitchen. That imp needs to be dealt with straight away. Of course it does. And of course my hunter's not available. And you're gonna get cranky that I'm gonna tell you to go bugger off. It's just an imp. They tend to cause mischief from time to time, but they get bored easily. It won't be long before he's gone, I'm sure. That's ridiculous. I'd better prepare more onions. Maybe he will come out eventually. Your Grace, I went to milk a cow this morning. Alright. To my surprise, or Diddy, the finest, healthiest cow in the village, was not giving anything. Some say that her days are nearing to an end. I say we have a muddy prowling around. He crawls out in the night and milks the cow until he's full. Bloated, he rolls back to wherever he came from. The youngsters are waiting for the milk, but I have nothing for them. How can we live like this? Buy a new cow. Thank you, Grace. I knew you would have the remedy to our problem. Poor Diddy will be replaced. General, go explore. Bring back good stuff, please. And Pigeon, go invite King Vered, please. Because he's the only king in the list. And now I will get up from my throne, and I shall walk about my kingdom. I shall head to the gardens, and let Azalia know she's not getting married. It turns out there will be no wedding. There will be no need for the wedding. Really? What happened? Yes, let's just say Lady Lena changed her mind. We won't need her alliance anymore. Thank you, Father. I don't know what changed your mind, but I'm really happy I can stay home. Me too. I'm sorry if I upset you before. It's alright, Father. I know recent events have been difficult on you girls. Do you mean the battle? Yes, and with Lully gone, I know you miss her too. I do, but it's fine, Father. We're going to be alright. I knew you could defeat the Radovians. It wasn't the easiest on Maya. She knew some of the people. We almost lost. We had no choice. You know that, right? Yes, I know that, Father. I'm just glad it's all over. Me too. Alright, well, you don't do anything silly, right? Do you? Yeah, you do. And to the bedchamber. Darling? We barely won the battle. To be honest, I have no idea what happened. We were losing. All I saw were fewer and fewer of our soldiers on the battlefield. I thought it was all coming to an end. I called for Ivo's army, but no one showed up. He wanted us to be unprepared. He hoped we would be defeated. We gave him our daughter. Why would he do this? He knows we have no rightful heir. He's just a young king. He doesn't know what he's doing. He sent a letter. It arrived this morning. He said himself he hoped we would be defeated, and that he's going to have to finish us off himself. He announced a war. We have won against Rodovia, but I'm not sure we can defeat him. We have lost most of our men. Eric, what are we going to do? He has Lursulia. I don't understand why he would do this. We'll work something out, sweetheart. You shouldn't worry. You're pregnant. We must avoid any complications with the pregnancy, my darling. But how can I not worry? Fine. I'll try not to think about this. But you have to promise me you will find a solution. Honey, I'm sorry about everything. What are you talking about? We won, didn't we? I know Ivo didn't help, but I thought everything was fine. It isn't. We've made a big mistake. I spoke to Lursulia before the battle. Her necks were covered in bruises. She begged me not to say anything to him about it, but I'm going to kill that wand out. Bruises? What? This cannot be true. Was it Ivo? I've just spoken to her. But in the letters, she seems so happy in Adana. We can't let anything happen to her, Eric. We have to get her out of there as soon as possible. Who knows what this scum will do to her? I need some time to come up with a plan. Stay strong, honey. We will solve this. I really hope we do. I would never forgive myself otherwise. Alright, now that I gave my wife all kinds of things to worry about while she's pregnant, I'll go on my way. So, how's the empty dungeon? I will stay as long as I like. It's my dungeon, after all. My empty dungeon. On to the next week. The King's Summit. Welcome, and thank you for arriving upon my request. I have asked you all here to seek your guidance, help even. Davern is in danger. As you may know, we just won a battle against Redovia, but a new enemy has arisen. Ivo, King Talos' son, is threatening my people. Even worse, he has my daughter. I fear for her. I suppose you're asking us for soldiers. What would we be up against, do you know? Prior to the battle with Redovia, Talos offered me 3,000 men. We expect that this is the army Ivo will bring against us. Bloody hell. I've heard of bigger armies, to be sure, but I'm not in a position myself to match that. Supposing Coral aids Davern, you'd still be 2,000 men short. Same with us. Precis, while prosperous as always, has only ever had a small army at hand. 1,000 men is the best we could do. You've forgotten that you won't have to take the battle into an open field. Defending the castle with half as many men as the attacker will surely suffice. Davern can count on all of your help then? Not so fast. For starters, Ivo was most likely preparing for this since his father's death. We don't have nearly as much time to prepare, get ready, and march this far. True, even if we get right to it, it's not easy to move 1,000 men. If we buck right up, we might get to Grivno just on time. Timing isn't the best, yes, but even if we assume it will work out, it's not that simple, you see. With all these Redovians, I've had quite a challenge in the recent weeks myself. Well, you're the main reason they're even here, wouldn't you agree, Eric? After your recent battle, numerous surviving Redovians have scattered throughout our lands. If you help me get rid of the leftovers, then I will give you my army. I want them all gone. Oh, but why not help the poor folk? Oh, but why not help the poor folks? Is killing them the only option? Not killing per se, just don't help them in any way. Eventually they'll have to move elsewhere or they'll just die from starvation. Slaughter them all would be my advice. Who knows what they brought with them? Barbaric vermin can carry diseases, not to mention the monsters Eric has already had the pleasure of meeting. Trying to starve them will only make them more desperate, so they'll be more likely to be aggressive. I suppose he's not wrong. I'm not a fan of killing, but if I had to choose between my people starving and them, I would choose them. What is wrong with all of you? We should help them. They're people like anybody else. I like you, Eric, so here's my counteroffer. Help any Radovian that you come across, and you will have my army. Radovians this, Radovians that. I'm tired of this talk. I have no business with them. Yellis is far too distant for them to travel to, and I have nothing to gain from this conversation. I will take my leave. Ugh, let him go. The old fool. If the Radovians were able to march through the mountains, there isn't much stopping them from marching to Yellis, in my opinion. But what do I know? Look, Eric, I reckon it will take Atana around 19 weeks before they manage to march an army to Davern. Why don't we meet then, and I will see what I can do for you. Let's say if I don't have any problem with the Radovians, then I will lend you my men. Oh, is that how it is? Are you going to let people starve, Eric? Word gets around if I hear that you are refusing to help the people of Radovia, then you can count me out. How can I support somebody that's indifferent to people's suffering? After all, didn't Ivo already call you a monster? Don't prove him right, Eric. Do what you must. I will see you in 19 weeks. I will come around as well. We can go over everything once again. That could have gone better. Barrett, I thought you'd left. I was on my way and then I ran into one of your daughters. Seems quite mature for her age, you see. A marriage for an army? And I took you for a fool. I could see that I was wrong. What do you say then? Well, seems like I don't have a choice. This is my only option, isn't it, Varen? Well, how about I let you consider a while? If you want to take me up on my offer, send a pigeon with an invitation. I will come back and we can take the next steps. Alright, you will need to save supplies in order to prepare for the siege. To put supplies aside, click the plus button in the resource selection. When you have gathered enough supplies, they will make a crate of food. To be able to feed everyone during the siege, you will need 5 crates of supplies. Well, I should probably start creating said supplies now while I don't really have an army to upkeep. So there's 10, 20, 30, 40. We'll take it down to 12 at this point. I don't want to be completely out of food. Grievno, week 32. Alright. General. Your Grace, a local baker was missing his flour deliveries. I searched around and it turned out the horses and cart got stuck in the mud on the way over. We helped them and the baker gave us a basket of fresh, crusty bread rolls. Ah, supplies. Nice. Audrey, what do you want? Perhaps we should consider Vered's offer more seriously. I'm sure Azalea would love to hear about this. The kings have asked for us to complete impossible tasks, and even if we complete some of them, their armies might not arrive on time. We need to find another way to get more men, but who can help us now? The lords definitely won't be able to give us any more men after we lost all of their troops. Perhaps we can muster the villagers? Every hand counts. We helped them before. It's time for them to repay the favor. I don't think many peasants can read, though. Sending pigeons won't work. It would be best to send agents and call for them directly, Your Grace. To invite peasants to the throne room, send an agent to the chosen village on the map. Okay, that's interesting. Hello, King. You've sent for me? Yes, you can have Azalea's hand. You may marry Azalea in exchange for the army. Splendid. Well, why wait? Say your goodbyes, tell your daughter to pack up, and we will head back to Yellis. I need to see Azalea. Yep. She's gonna love that. Your Grace. The hunter found Valos. We have buried him by the tree. Do you realize there are no more thunderstorms? It really worked, Your Grace. Oh, I'm so grateful for your help. We all are. May the gods have you in their favor. You are a good man. Thank you, Olivia. I'm glad I could help. The happiness of my people means a lot to me. Dungeon Guard. Grace, in order to be prepared for the siege, it might be a good idea to make improvements to the castle. Equipment and castle reinforcements might prove vital. I have added a list of upgrades for you to check. You will see those in your weekly summary. The dungeon guard is worried about upgrading the castle. Very interesting. He's a multitasker. Peasant, your grace. My husband is heavily wounded. He's a local hunter, and he had an accident during his last hunt. He was injured by a deer. Your husband was injured by a deer. Its antlers got tangled in his quiver, and he was pulled from his horse. He survived only because the strap broke. Otherwise, the deer would have dragged him across the entire forest. He's very sick now. Is there anything you could do to help us? Which is not available. Have some money. I'm sure he will. Great. Thank you, Your Grace. Your Grace, my land has been plundered. Of course it has. I have been robbed by a horde of rampaging rats? Redovians? No, Your Grace, rabbits. Rabbits. It's a serious problem when you're a lettuce farmer. Right. I can't afford to send supplies. My gold is just flying out the door. Thank you, Your Grace. I will invest this wisely. I hope you do. Your Grace, I'm Paulon Nee, a groundbreaking painter. I come to you with a special offer. I've always lived in Davern, so I have come to you first, my king. I bring you my most cherished and valuable painting. Royals are likely to fight over it when I put it on auction, but I wanted to give you a chance to take it before anyone else. My paintings are known across all the nations, but I don't think that I have to tell you that. I know you have a famous one of mine, the one of the Grey Mountains. Yeah, I sold it. Tell me, what do you have for me, Pelon? I have a painting of the battle for Brianna. It is somewhat abstract, full of emotions. It shows the soldiers running towards their enemy. In the background there is a waning moon. A big fire spans across the whole battlefield. It's called Fire at the Waning Moon. But it just looks like a bunch of squares. It's an impressionist painting, Your Grace. I'm a pioneer in this bold, fantastic, brave art movement. How much did you want for this? I have a special price for you, lower than I can offer to anyone else. 12 pieces of gold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. I thought you would appreciate my art, Your Grace. Oh well, I will go to the highest bidder then. Someone else will pay me way more for this anyway. Artists. They're the worst. Okay, so we have a general. We have a pigeon. Oh, I wonder if I could have bought that painting and then talked to Grego. Let's invite Noxie, see if he's still butthurt. I don't know why. And map. We'll stand up from our throne. We'll take a survey around our castle. Alright, Azalea, you're getting married again. Yes, father? You'll marry Verid, the king of Yells. You're leaving at sunrise, so you have time to say goodbye to everyone. Sorry, Azalea. No, I'm not leaving. I need to see Maya. I need to talk to her. She will know what to do, where to go. You won't send me to Yellis. I'm sorry, my child. This isn't easy for me either. Then don't send me away, please. I will behave better. It's nothing to do with that, Azalea. We need Verid's army, and this is the only way. Once the war is over, you will be here to welcome you for a visit. Otherwise, none of us will survive this. I hope Atana crushes this hellhole, and you along with it. You don't mean that, Azalea. I do. Wait, there's more here? Yes, father? Oh. I'll go talk to my wife first. Darling? Okay. Huh. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Well, as the game seems to be bugged out, I don't see as there's much else I can do than just continue on. Azalea is leaving Grevna. Very well then, I will send out a pigeon once we arrive. Get your things, let's head off. When Ivo strikes, my forces will flank them from behind. We'll push them to the wall. They won't stand a chance. You have my word. Let's go. Hang in there, darling, and write to us. I will miss you, Mother. Don't go. Don't leave me alone. You'll be fine, little one. Your agents will keep you safe. Sorry, Azalea. I hope you forgive me one day. Did the turn actually happen? No, I don't think it did. All right. Spices. We're buying spices from somebody, but who? reinforce the walls. Save and continue. General, Your Grace, I stopped at the abandoned house on the side of the road. It was full of pans of every sort of size, shape, and color. I don't know who could have such an obsession with pans, but while searching through them, I found some gold. 4 gold. Well, it's something. Lena, Your Grace, Torlando made me bring a stuffed monster head to his house. I'm not sure what he was writing about, but he seemed very eager. Your Grace, I'm back from that cult of trees. They asked me to look for a daemon called Valos. Apparently he takes the shape of a one-eyed bear. This was not an easy hunt, but I found him. Strangely, he was just outside our castle walls. I've taken the body to the forest as proof. The folks seem very happy. Dragon Slayer. At your service, Your Grace. Thought you might like this. What? First you accuse me of lying. You a liar with Frederick. And now you try to sell me your stupid tooth? And fair enough, I am guilty of the lies. But I thought we were friends. I am really sorry, Noxie. Yeah, sure. Alright, well. Your Grace, bless you from all the existing gods. You truly are a savior. I owe my life to you. My wife has taken me back, and it was the luckiest day of my life. I don't have much to offer, but here is a sack of potatoes. Thank you, Bogoslav. I hope you and your wife are happy. A sack of potatoes, huh? Okay. For the past couple of days, weird noises and humming has been coming from the well. Boo, boo, her. At first, we thought someone was playing a trick on us, but no one could survive in the well for almost a week. It could be Vodyanoi? Perhaps he got bored sitting in the lakes and he moved to the well? Maybe he's hungry, or perhaps he just wants a little company. We're not sure, but we would rather not get close to that well. We've been going to the river to collect the water, but it's a chore. Right. Well, take the witch. Trip to the river are really tiring. Hello, little peasant. Your Grace? The butcher in my village keeps throwing bits of leftovers on the path. It rots and smells. I can't sleep because I get a headache from the strong smell. God knows what disease this pile of rotten meat holds. Please, Your Grace, can you help? I'd really like my general to be doing something a little bit more useful. But I suppose... Thank goodness, Your Grace. I can finally sleep now. The neighbors are going to be glad to hear of this. I should have come here a long time ago. Who do I invite? Cult of Trees. Oh, yeah. We've helped them a lot. Hunter. Send Hunter to explore? Isn't he going to try to recruit him? And a pigeon that I don't seem to need for anything. I mean, I could say hi to lures. And here we go. And I currently have 50 gold, huh? I'd like to buy something, but I don't want to be short on gold. Alright, save and continue. I think. Revno, week 34. Your Grace? The General returned. I've tried talking to the butcher. He didn't really want to listen to me. He insisted he wanted to come and see you. You should expect him soon. Thank you. I have told the villagers you wanted to see them regarding the call to arms. They should be here shortly. Hello, lures. You have called for me, Your Grace? Yeah, I wanted to say hi, tell you I've appreciated all the support you've given me, and that's all for now. I evidently made you make a long trip for nothing, as you wish, Your Grace. Way to treat my best ally. Your Grace, we've invested the gold you kindly gave us in a special fence. It's deep enough to stop rabbits burrowing into our lettuce patch. We would be honored if you would accept some of the fine produce as a thank you. Well, I'm honored that you gave me such a wonderful gift. Alright, I recognize her. Hello again, Your Grace. Why did you call for me? Will you join my army in the upcoming battle? The war with the Tana is close at hand. We need to build up our defenses. You can count on all of our community, Your Grace. Excellent. I knew you were going to ask. You did? And we have already started prepping. Be ready, the battle starts in 16 weeks. Oh wait, we got 6 guys. Now we've got an army. Merchant, peasant, and peasant. Alright, merchant, are you the butcher? I'm selling packs of supplies, Your Grace. Let me help you with your struggle. For the best prices in all of Davern. Only 28 gold for 22 supplies. You know, if you came back in like 2 or 3 weeks, I'd probably be, well, about 8 weeks. I probably would really love this because I'll have a lot of troops then, and the supplies will be all so much more important for me. But right now, I don't really have that many troops, so the supplies aren't as important. So, your timing is off, bud. What do you think? No. Until then. My lord, shelter we seek. Our village is entirely destroyed. We have no place to go, no place to call home. Can you help us? What village do you speak of? Oh, Brinsk, my lord. I've never heard of such a village. Must be awfully far away, behind the mountains, far? Yes, my lord. Radovians? Eh? My lord, my grace, your grace. We realize who we are to you. We realize our brothers fought with you. We realize we're not welcome here, but we had no other choice. Many have died, and many need to die no more. I urge you, I beg of you, help us. We have no weapons nor bad intentions, we simply want to live. Why leave Rodovia? One born in riches and wealth will never understand what it's like to struggle. Our home country is at war. Many fight for resources, for power. We followed Bayran. He's a good man. He's bound to marry one of the daughters from the Seven Kingdoms, once that takes place. Us and you will differ not. Until then, we just need a place to stay. Unarmed, you say. I've just returned from battle with your king and marched to meet him with an army and return but a few men. We're at war, why would we help you? We did not want this fight, nor know how to defend ourselves. Bayron did all he could to help get as many of us through as possible. The rest of us are stuck behind the mountain trail. We are not who you think we are. We came here to seek peace. There's just a couple of dozen of us, women and children. We just want a place to stay. We have nowhere else to go. There must be something you can do. Your Grace, whether you think we should help them or not, you should keep in mind that King Yedric will only aid us with his army if we refuse all requests from Rodovia. On the other hand, King Fabian will aid us if we help all Rodovians. Well, people shouldn't suffer. And what kind of a king would I be if I let people suffer? We will feed you. And I do this in memory of my daughter Azalea and her lecture to me that Radovians are people too. You will get food and supplies. Tell your children they will eat tonight. Thank you, Your Grace. As a token of gratitude, please accept this gift. We call them fire flowers. We use these for celebrations. Children love these things. But in large quantities, it proved to be useful on the battlefield as well. Perhaps it could be practical in your future struggles. Okay, where's this fire flower? I guess it'll show up at the battle. Your Grace, I have a vicious stomach ache. Well, I'm sorry. For 5 days, there's been no sign of the Stool? My elder mother had prepared prune juice, a special mixture. It didn't work. Actually, it's worse since then. If I didn't know any better, I would think she wants to put an end to me. I think constipation is the term the medics would use. Help a poor fellow, won't you? Go find a healer? I'm sorry. I'm not sure I would know how to help. Stupid me, of course. Kings don't have such problems. Sorry to bother you, you guys. I bet they don't even need to take a shit. Huh. Sorry, buddy. Alright. So we have a pigeon who's fairly useless at this point in time, right? Except to invite the banker. I don't necessarily need the banker right now. What was Zabke? Tavern business. Stomachache. I don't think he's gonna do much for us. Attacked village. Side business. Gold for boots. Well, I know I've been pretty good with this guy in his tavern business, so we will send a hunter. And the general will go here. And my wife evidently wants to talk to me. Darling? During the King's Summit, King Fabian asked me to help people from Redovia. It was clear that he will join our forces if we do so. On the other hand, King Yedric said he would help if I exterminate all of them. That's great, honey. It means we'll get help either way. Yeah, I suppose some Redovians have visited our halls this week. They asked for food and supplies. I decided to help them. Oh, do you not remember what these bandits have done to us? We lost many people. And you're giving them your supplies? They're just peasants. They had nowhere to go. I won't carry on the war between us and Redovia. We must help each other. Well, it's your decision, sweetheart. Now you have to help them all. I know, honey. Fine, I will stay here. Alright. We just had 50 gold. Where's our gold going? The hunter, the witch, the general are using 22, 31, 34. And taxes is 23, 25, 26. 31, 35. We're literally making 1 gold a turn. I kind of didn't realize that. I might need to start benching one of my agents here and there. The hunter's quite expensive. And 1. We'll go with hot oil. Save and continue. It's week 35. We're going to play through this week, and then we will probably wrap up this episode. Narsulia hasn't written in a while. I hope everything with her is fine regardless. Well, you're worrying more than I am, evidently. An old lady in the nearby forest needed help with the wolves that keep stealing her chickens. I've quickly dealt with them, Your Grace. She gave me some supplies in return. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Your Grace, I have helped with the monster in the well. No magic was needed, the creature just needed a gift. Anyway, it shouldn't cause any more problems. Thank you. I have told the villagers you wanted to see them regarding the call to arms. They should be here shortly. Good job, Mr. Hunter. Torlando. The witch was spectacular. Now you're going to want my hunter, aren't you? I've never, ever had such a stream of ideas flowing. I'm exhilarating, I mean exhilarated. As if her magic went through my entire body, down the quill and straight onto the paper. What started as a simple project will now turn into my magnum opus. I'm thinking, let's make it big. All on board. A general, a witch, a hunter, and a spicy twist. It's going to be the greatest epic poem. The greatest. Oh, I hate artists. I really do. Fine. Take the damn guy. Oh, you are as excited as I am. I can see it in your eyes. No, not really. Won't be long now. Just a little patience. It's going to be it better be fabulous. You better give me like 200 gold for this, I swear to God. Or I'm going to throw you in the dungeon. Hello, peasant. Your Grace. Your general tells me I will be thrown out of the village if I don't clean my mess. Yeah, you know. How about all the other people? They throw their crap on the streets and it bothers no one. I used to be nice and take my waste into the woods, but people would throw their filth right in front of my house. Now my cartwheels are broken and I can't carry all this in my hand. So it goes where everybody's waste goes. I won't clean it up until everyone else cleans their mess too. You know, if I'm not making that much money. God damn it. Repair the damn cart. I'll have my people send the word out to your neighbors. They'll have until the end of the month to clean the path. This gold should be enough to fix up your cart or get a new one. Keep the roads clean, otherwise disease develops and people get sick. Now we are talking. I knew I could count on your help. These scumbags will see who's smarter. Thank you so much, Your Grace. We'll keep the roads clean from now on. Your Grace, nice to see you again. Will you join my army in the upcoming battle? We have a chance to win the war, but we need to build up our defenses. My tavern business is booming, Your Grace. I will never give up on it. You can count on me and my men. Be ready, the battle starts in 15 weeks. We got another 6 men. Some drunken tavern keepers. A mercenary, huh? I hear it's a tough time for Davern, Your Grace. One battle followed by another. It mustn't be easy to be a king in such times. I think I know what struggles help you in the coming struggles, though. Soldiers. More and more soldiers. The more soldiers you have, the better, wouldn't you agree? It's just so happens that I have access to highly trained, efficient men that are willing to fight for your country. For a fair price, of course. 28 gold for 22 men. Doesn't sound that bad, does it? I'll pass for now. I think we should do fine without your men. Ah well, let's just hope King Ivo won't want my men instead in that case. Farewell, Your Grace. Maybe we will see each other again one day, or perhaps not. Haha. Butcher. And the witch. The general. Get up off her chair, check to see if anyone in the kingdom wants to have any words with us. Doesn't look like it. Back to the throne room. Sit on back down and move on to the next turn. Seems like we got some gold from somewhere. Oh. Because the hunter is off with what's his name? I'm not paying for him. Well, that's actually kind of good in a way. Mining equipment? Sure. Save and continue. Grieve No, week 36. And right, this is where I said I was going to wrap up this episode. So we are slowly getting an army together. We're up to 92 men. The The preparations for the siege are going fairly well. We've got a fair amount of crates of food stockpiled, and we do have the hot oil and the mining equipment unlocked from the need for food. And we took care of those things early because food, going forward as we get a larger amount of people in our army, is going to be required for the upkeep of said army, and so food is going to be harder to get a hold of. At some point, I could probably just bench all my agents and stockpile gold to get some of those other things. That might be an option, though they are doing kind of useful stuff right now. Or, well, it feels like they're doing useful stuff right now. How useful it is, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I am James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.